present yet, but so far just warming up, getting all their strats bookmarked and ready in their notes. And we've got actually the highest rated player of the entire tournament so far. It's Jacasmo. He hasn't played his quarterfinal yet. He's fully locked in. I think he wants to keep up those statistics as we go along for the next one. So no need to bother him at all. And we're just going to be heading over to the EAC squad. We've got, first of all, we've got Kenny Wessex. He suddenly knows now that he can speak in freeze time.
That's true.
That's a good thing for a coach to know.
That's really good. I did not know I could speak in freeze time, so probably I hope it's a buff. So now I can help the boys even more.
So if you lose today, it's your fault?
I don't hope so.
Okay, we'll see. We maybe blame him if he takes some bad timeouts now, because suddenly he can speak. Now I'm gonna catch up a little bit with my boy Fessa here. So Fessa,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Are you good?
I am really good. We are so happy to be here.
And how have you been enjoying the event so far? Because I've heard that you've had a good time.
Yeah, we had a really good time after our win against Hotsu. We were like out celebrating it with we took some milk, and we're drinking some milk, and we enjoyed the night. Yeah. And then I found my dream girl here in the Nordics. So I had the best day at my entire life.
Can you shout out the dream girl?
No, I'm sorry. No comments for that.
No comments. But so the way to get your dream girl is just a cold glass of milk and then into the town?
Nah, I think it was like winning against Hotsu. We got so much dopamine and happiness in our body. Yeah. So that's how you do it.
Okay, well, beat Hotsu and you find your dream girl. That's good to know. Now, I think it's pretty important to balance things out, because you need to be serious sometimes, but you also need to celebrate. What do you think? You know, when you win the groups, you have 4 days of chill. Do you think it's a good idea to go out and, you know, just also celebrate sometimes, be happy about what you do instead of just waking up and going to practice again?
I think it's really important to be happy. We are like a new team. I just joined them, and we still need some team, what is it called, chemistry, yeah, and all that. So it's really nice to go out and have fun with the boys as well. And I don't think anything will happen if you drink a milk 4 days before.
That's very important. Now, let's get real just for 1 second, because your career has been a bit up and down, and I think I would say the pressure from being a very young talent probably hits everyone, and it's very rare that we see these talents, you know, coming in. They get so much pressure from the outside. You qualify for FPL, everyone's talking about you, and then your career maybe doesn't go the way you want to. You also got sick recently. Yeah. Did you ever lose like hope in all of this, or maybe felt a little bit like in dark times through all of it?
No, I never lost hope, because I enjoy playing CS, but I had a really rough period in my life. But now I'm back, and I'm happy to be with the boys, and we are ready to give everything against FNATIC.
That's going to be it from here. I don't think any words could say it better. We're looking forward to seeing EAC and see if they can beat FNATIC. At least good luck in your game. I can't do anything. I'm not biased, of course, even though I'm Danish. I'm fully unbiased, but I wish you the best.
Thank you so much. You too.
Back to the casters.
Nothing like a cold glass of milk or 10 and but a celebration after the Ho2 win. Good for Fessa. Enjoys his milk, finds his dream girl. Doesn't get much better.
What an interview that is. I tell you what, Coach DP has had some banger interviews over the week.
Yeah, shout out Coach DP.
Yeah, personal highlight is when he said, "You're closer to the monitor than I am with my wife." Unbelievable self-report. Let's get into FNATIC at EAC, because we've heard a lot, to be honest, from EAC and Fessor. We should probably hear a little bit out of FNATIC. So let's catch up with their captain. It's Fear.
Our main goal is to beat some good teams, to go up in various rating, and that's why we sign up for this event. My nickname is Fear, I'm from Ukraine and I represent FNATIC. Me, Jumbo and Jacasmo play, I think, for 2 years already. Also, Nikita was in my media project when I was streaming on Twitch. And of course, Karna and Maza is new for us, but we already spend a lot of time together, off of the server, on the server, so we feel really nice. My dream was to be a football player, and I like competition, and all the time after the football training I was going back to home to play CS or Dota 2, so basically I like competition. At my prime I was running, I think, 2 or 3 years in a row at 6:30, just wake up, run. I built these habits for myself, and it's helped me in CS a lot. Right now I just spam Skybox, for example, all the time, because I understand I need to. Do I like? Of course not, but I need to, because CS is improving day by day, and you cannot stay and stop on the same level. No, for sure we're not scared to play anyone. Of course we want to play the best teams to show ourselves, to test our things and try to steal the point from them. Just stay present, guys, because we are ready.
Also, every single CS player being like, oh, I wanted to play football, and then I just started playing CS. Like, literally every origin story is like, I wanted to be a footballer, and now I play CS.
Or here's the thing behind the scenes that you don't know, is that all the production got given a script. They wrote it out, and they gave it to every single player. So whenever you do these background pieces, they have to read out, we used to be a football player, and now we play professional CS. That's a joke, guys. That doesn't actually happen, but it is funny how it just keeps lining up in every single one of these content pieces. Shout out production, by the way, for making them, because it's nice to see a little bit of an insight into these players. FNATIC have been on a heater since making this roster change to full Ukrainian. It gives Passion UA vibes, and that's not just because it's a full Ukrainian roster, it's because Fear knows how to win. 7-match win streak in a row. They've only dropped 3 maps in 7 best of 3s. For EAC, it's a tough task on their hands, but they go in with Fesor. They go in with renewed energy. It's important to be happy, especially when you're beating Ho2.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the team that has earned their spot here after a fantastic performance versus Ho2. Certainly an upset by every measure. Ho2, one of the heavy favourites, and FNATIC probably thinking they dodged a bullet, but we'll see if that's the case. With the way EAC are playing at the moment, this could be a contested affair, which I hope it is, because we've had a pretty straightforward game so far. This one on paper is, but EAC, I don't want to count them out. We're going to see this veto. EAC have been leaning into Cash more often than not, one of these teams that has really embraced it, as we've seen. But FNATIC have played a lot of it so far as well, and they've been doing really well on it. Only dropped it the once, and that was their first outing on it, which went to double OT. So I don't think they're going to be too unhappy that the Cash comes through here, and they're going to pick into their favourite of Ancient.
Yeah, this veto is so good for FNATIC. This was always going to be difficult for EAC, but because FNATIC have been first picking Cash quite a lot. So the fact that EAC say, do you know what, we'll do it for you, FNATIC, they say, thank you very much, no worries. We'll go into Ancient. Inferno as our decider. FNATIC have played it 7 times and have won it 7 times. EAC have played it 4 times and haven't won it a single time. So this veto was always going to be a mismatch. These are 3 of FNATIC's best maps by far. And given the run they're on, given the form that they're in, this is going to be incredibly tricky for EAC. I said this off air, I'll say it on air. When I looked at all of the games for today, I thought this was the most 2-0 game of the quarterfinals. Going in favour of FNATIC. Stake thinks so too. You saw those odds. Remember to use the code PULSE35. Map winner on Cash heavily in favour of FNATIC. They start CT on EAC's choice.
Yeah, they're going to love it. Great place to be. Every match so far has been single digits. Will that continue? An aggressive stance in Jambo needs to be careful, but the flashbang is exceptional. And they get 2 quick kills. Sen will come out with the double trade. But there's Fear backside getting a double of his own. And Sen has to come through with the ace clutch. A smoke goes down and he spots that player deep. Sleep.
Why not? Ace clutch first round. That would be exceptional for Sen. And no one's here. So he's going to be able to get a free bomb out of this. Where'd you take your after plant? That's the next question. I'd love it if he goes into CT and just plays a crazy off angle, but he's going to go safe. This is okay in part, but also not great, because he has to now play basically on the site. Ken should have superior timing, and Sen now starts to feel the burden. 6 points of health. Jacasmo's just going to come up the top, and Ken will lock it in from down low. Gets scary. NT from Sen, but FNATIC always in control.
Yeah, lovely way to start it, right? You get the contact, you just go straight in, peek, and they're looking for a player. Even if they don't get the kill, they get the confirmation bodies are there, then that flash comes over. A lovely double kill. Sen puts it into a close contest with his sequence. And I like the way Ken plays that at the end there as well, right? Just waits on that far side, hoping to catch someone on the cross or catch Sen on the cross. And he's just completely caught off guard, brought down such low HP that it's very simple to close. And Ken's play I want to talk about because obviously he had that run on NIP. I don't think we really got what you kind of hoped out of him under that roster. But I think we're getting it here. He's been averaging 1.35 rating since he joined the team.
Well, he's playing the roles that he was playing before. Like that's the biggest difference, to be honest. Uh-oh. That didn't work out well. It's a force spike in. It's a spray out of Fear, but he's now full blind. Smoke goes up. Spray in for Fessor. And well, we'll speak about them in a minute because Jambo and Jacasmo, as Coach DP said, Jacasmo, highest rated player at Stake Pulse Beat right now. Might be looking to try and clutch this, but a 2v5, it feels unlikely. So they'll just leave. They'll get out of there. And yeah, Ken. He's been playing well.
Yeah, well.
No, we can talk about it still. Like, I don't think like that round doesn't really matter. Like they flashed into A main, they died, they lost the bomb site. Whatever. The point is still valid, and I think it's important to talk about Ken. Basically, in NIP, he was playing, I think, more self-sacrificial roles. He wasn't really having those selfish roles that he used to have, and that's what made him like Ken. I'm very glad that he is sort of coming into this team. And Fear is like, okay, I understand exactly how to use you. This is why he was so good in Inner Circle. Very aggressive player. And Fear's good at moulding aggressive pieces. I mean, literally look at Jacasmo.
Well, they save the two M4s. They try again to peek into a main, but the force spike completely destroys them. Now what's the play? Nades in mid. Fessor, see you later. A huge stack. But now Amber needs to be careful. Can't give over his life. Looks to try and get a kill back. He has to fall off. It's Sen who instead offers up the kill back. I'd say maybe getting a little too aggressive there.
Not maybe. He got spotted in the boost and decided to walk in the smoke. That's just ridiculously aggressive. Interesting setup here. Jacasmo with the M4. You got the dual Berettas on Ken in the vent. This feels weird. Where on earth's Jambo? He's quite close. Spray out Jacasmo. Good. Can he drop the smoke and get out of there? Kind of. But they don't know about Ken in the vent. And now they do. Big dink from Ken. Jacasmo still low. Sen starting to feel the pressure. Jambo will now start spamming. And it's actually a lot of damage onto these players. They don't feel comfortable enough to get in towards the bomb site. Becca is now taking all of the stress. Finally, there's a plant. Becca's now worried about the flank for good reason to, but Jambo's now seen him. Is there any way this flank player can get a kill? No. All right, Becca has done more than enough. Low HP on everyone. It's a little bit of a mess, especially when Jambo is now put into this clutch. I don't think he can win it. Unless he hits these headshots cleanly, but the pixels are going to be too much for him, especially given the time burden. Great flashbang, well handled on the situation from EAC because that was getting scrappy.
Yeah, Fear doesn't get his kill on the round end right there. As soon as he goes down, it's over. There's just no way in. They're both stuck in checkers. The crossfires are too good. So great bailout from Amber. Really thought that setup in towards checkers was going to pay off, especially with that spam damage that was coming through. Close call, but EAC managed to brave past the force back, and now they'll be in a great position. This T side into a solid lead. It'd be a stack over on B from the USPs. Nixon would just take some time to pick them off at long range. Deagle getting juggled.
Ouch.
Getting himself an ace. Oh, no, well, never mind.
They might be getting themselves an AK. I can do it as well. Oh no, they didn't. They've got the 3 of them in a row. Have got like the breathing tape thing on their nose. Or
You
it
do
might not
see
be.
that for like individuals, but rarely like as a team effort. Maybe too
I
much
don't-
milk.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it isn't tape as well. Maybe they're the metal ones that like. I don't know. I don't really know what they do. I just think they make you breathe more.
Yeah, make you breathe better.
Alright, well you need that when you're playing. Breathing important. Sent full blind. EAC off to a beautiful start so far on their offense. Oh. Was that heard?
Well, certainly wasn't silent, let me tell you.
I think the biggest thing for him recently, for like previous iterations of FNATIC, is individual level not being there. He's got the spam lineup, which is nice to see. Hello. They're just walking into B, and I think Cairn might have seen him.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well,
Oh.
no, not now.
Seen
That's
him
the
now.
bomb site taken. They've actually taken both bomb sites at once.
Nice.
Santa's got the attention of the entirety of their team, and he's still standing. And that might just be the round. Yeah, you just gotta save.
What a weird round. Really cool though. Good clearance on towards the vent player. It's funny, I'm just looking at the statistics for both of these teams. T-side has not come easy for EAC recently. Remember, it was that double overtime against Ho2. They dropped 7 rounds against X-Clan. But here, they're off to a 4-1 start. They're feeling pretty good. I'm interested. I'm also just interested in this FNATIC. I've not had a chance to watch them since they've made the adjustments to their roster. Made it just a one domestic language. Crims is doing well on eyeballers. That's cool to see.
It's weird that Crimson Eyeball is.
Is it?
It feels odd. No, I mean, it makes sense. It just
Yeah.
feels weird.
I don't know. It felt weirder seeing him with like all these weird international rosters that FNATIC
Yeah,
has.
that's true. Like, the players make sense and aren't weird. It's just like the organization.
Yeah, seeing the jersey.
Just everything. Yeah, I mean, it's just been such a long time for Crims here. But it's a new look. And so far, it's looked very good for FNATIC. As you mentioned, that 7-match win streak. That slow start to this one, that reset early, definitely hampering them. But even the gun rounds now have been a difficulty.
And that's because, to be fair, that gun round was very weird, and it wasn't linear. Should be a free kill for Ken, is, but the trades immediate out of Nixon and Vessel. Double up on towards the boost, will net success. EAC have got mid. Oh,
Jambo
look
start
at
to push
Becca.
B.
Nah, look at Becca's position, though.
That is
Cringe.
disgusting. Yeah, cringe. Cringe. Absolutely. But you know what? If you're playing against FNATIC or these heavy underdogs, you gotta pull out every cringe trick you know.
Absolutely. I'm not knocking it.
No, absolutely.
That's the sort of play I make.
You are cringe.
That's
I've been
true.
saying this. But yeah. Might be able to catch off Vessel here.
This is a wild angle. Timing.
Just door open.
Shot it. He's run out of ammo. Oh, is able to not get round the corner. Jacasmo steps in. They now know that he's here. And Sen's going to go all the way to B. In a weird way, Jacasmo has somewhat read into this, but he's now looking at A main and Squeaky and sees nothing. What's the play going to be? He's just wasting a lot of time. Vessel holding A main. Will now leave. There's a interesting pursuit happening between Jacasmo and Vessel. Vessel, on timing, is looking to see whether he comes through the vent or comes through the vent. Or main, I should say. And now Jacasmo's actually going to do both. Reposition out of Sen immediately into Heaven. It's planted so open. Jacasmo's got a lot of room. But he's never going to be ready for Heaven, surely. Sen gets the kill. Easy does it for EAC.
Yeah, Jacasmo fakes the runaway so that it could be heard by Fessor, which is why he then slows down and comes back towards main, hoping that they think he's rotated to be immediately. But doesn't quite pan out for him. Great reposition from Sen. He has been really impressive, actually, for EAC. We mentioned that Jacasmo is the highest rated player here in the event, but Fessor, third highest, still with us. So he's certainly been fragging up a storm. And they've had a lot of maps played too. It was a not so simple affair for them against Hotu.
Oh, rebooting the game. No, it definitely wasn't simple against Hotu. I'm really surprised because I don't think anyone really expected this out of EAC. I certainly didn't, and I'm incredibly impressed. I think they're doing a brilliant job. I think these rounds have got a lot of detail to them. I think they are accounting for everything. And I'm really curious to see how FNATIC respond, because they've now tried with aggression, it didn't work. They then tried aggression in mid, that didn't work. Have you just got to let the game come to you? At EAC, I think they were getting undone quite a lot by time in that game against Hotu, if memory serves. So I think maybe you could let the game get there, rely a lot on your crossfires. I'll be so curious to see what the call is out of Fear, because you've got so many aggressive players, it's almost counterintuitive to play passive.
Yeah, it has felt like a lot of these rounds, it's very early when these fights are playing out and FNATIC getting caught off.
Fair.
We've all been there. We've all had those scares. Okay, we're gonna need WP, pistols, Mag 7 for Fear, and there's Jambo. Getting the opening pick. It's a stack on B. They're moving towards A. This is where Fear's Mag 7 is about to put on a show.
Okay.
Okay, they're actually not going there.
I hate to be that guy, but they're going B.
And good for them, because if they went A, they were in big trouble.
Yeah, that Fear's Mag 7 would have put on a show, so fortunately, they will get out of the way. And they will head instead into whatever this setup is. This is ridiculous. Look at this up-down approach from Mazea again. This is really cool. I really like this. Flashbang affects Mazea again. Up high is only able to find one. Jacasmo's Deagle will settle in for another. And he just needs to live. Fessor puts on a show with the AK-47. Fear can't do anything. Jambo then finds him. And Amber now rotates all the way to middle. Is that going to start sprinting up highway? Jambo considers it. I think he was heard by Jacasmo. I know you can hear a lot of things in towards middle there, but awesome round out of Jambo. He'll find 3, and that was only 1 AWP invested into that round, and it works out brilliantly.
Yeah, either he got hurt or Jambo's just got that internal timer, right? Like, it takes a long time to get towards main, so he knows that he doesn't have to worry about that for another 10 seconds, probably. But really well played from Jambo. We get to see that AWP shine. Beautiful triple kill. Good response onto the mid player as well. So the second comes through for FNATIC in somewhat unlikely fashion. And it's feeling like EAC are interested once again in B. It's a new variation. Jacasmo, yeah, boots it up on this box. Not something you'll at all be anticipating. And he should be immune to the mollies.
This will be interesting. Ken, back sight. Oh, won't get mollies, but we'll just get headshot. Great angle. That's so good out of Jacasmo. Amber will finally, in fact it's Sen, get that trade. Amber will finally go and plant the bomb. 3 versus 3. Fear and Mazet walk over together. They can just wait out this incendiary and everyone can go for the retake. Fear's lining up the util.
They've got a lot of it. Oh, Amber's in a very active position. That's a dangerous spot to be. There's a molly for Sen in the post line as well.
Gotta get going.
That actually could be a serious thing. In fact, he's just going to drop it now. Slow them down. Kill the time. However, the force out, Sen does get a kill. They're getting in. That's the tricky part. They can't find the entry. Nixon comes through with 2 from underneath heaven. And Chasmo's cool boost and nice double are in vain.
Players on site just didn't do their job. And also, when you are retaking B there, if you're flashing up high, you need to be looking down low. And it felt like the AWP was really tunnel visioned on just holding B main. He just goes too wide. I really like the pressure that's being put there on by the checkers player on the heaven players, because it just meant that Nixon was completely undetected. He's having a great game, so too is Sen. And now you've got the greatest investment in the world. If you're FNATIC, Fear is hiding in plain sight, and this is either genius or going to go catastrophically wrong. And he's left.
Yeah, he decides, you know what, the smoke's about to fade. I've had my little scout mission, time to fall back. Vessel's looking for the timing on this boost. That'd be a good one. Jambo is searching. Now he comes up and over. Quite loud on it. I wonder if Jambo did hear that running.
Surely.
2 players on site. Jambo not far away. Here comes the hit.
You really got to be careful about middle here. Jambo's attention is going to be preoccupied. Flashbangs go forward. Ken waiting just on the off angle. Doesn't want to strafe into the sniper, or maybe he does. Becker deleted. MP9 overwhelmed by Sen just walking through that smoke. Mazet, who's had a very difficult time. Oh, it gets even worse. One tapped by Fessor. Jambo and Jacasmo. One in from truck, one in from highway. Jambo hasn't been able to do anything much in this round. Sen's jumping and spotting and collecting info. You need to leave if you're FNATIC. They are being overrun by EAC.
Sen's having a fantastic map. 13 and 4. Playing around the smokes, making it so uncomfortable. Oh, you need to hold on to this AWP, Jambo, or you will not have anything into the next round. And it's gone. Misses the shots. This is looking a little dire for FNATIC. It's their opponent's map pick. One that they have been very proficient on. Timeout number 2 comes through, and you can see it's going to be pretty light here. That M4 saved over, but it'll be mostly pistols around it.
It's not going to be great. I was just taking a look back at Mazet, and I know that he was playing on Spirit Academy for a little bit, but I took a step back even further and found out that last year he qualified through to ESEA main. So he's gone from ESEA main to now playing on LAN with FNATIC in the space of a year. That's pretty absurd. Having a little rough go of it here. Alright, Lucy, Fear's got the Mag 7. Glass Cannon Mag 7. I don't like it.
You gotta be worried if you're up against this.
Why?
You'll find out.
Okay. He's going to get mollied and naded for about 80 HP. He's going to strafe into the open and die. That's exactly what's happening. We don't need to watch his POV anymore. Another boost for Chasmo. Ken's also over towards the say bomb site with a rifle, but mid really being claimed here. But with all this possession in towards Sunroom, it feels like EAC might posture towards B. Bomb not moving just yet. So Fessor instead that takes a little glance over towards middle. Mosaic's holding a 5-7 in towards connector. They're surely going B.
Alright, Chasmo. Flash comes in and he's full blinded, he's spotted, he's deleted. Fantastic flashbang. Must be 8. Ken's already just holding on to that M4. He absolutely needs to, so he'll be fine to do so. Look for some exits here, some damage. Oh, actually, Fessol's looking for kills. He ends up getting killed. So that's now an AK given over, and here we go. The Fear Mag 7 strikes true.
Please don't save it.
They win the round, they avoid the Mag 7 on A, and that ends up being successful for them.
Yeah, you got the AK. This is
$900.
Yeah, it is. And it's also just a drubbing right now. They are not performing very well here, FNATIC. EAC have got a very diligent game plan. They're really effectively implementing it. You can really see the timing of when they want to do things. FNATIC are just continuously being caught off guard. It feels like there's no real response to what EAC are doing. I'm loving the utility to get them in on these executes. They might even just disrespect this smoke. Yeah, they do. Look at this. I don't think you're ready for this. I really don't. Another boost? Guys, this hasn't worked. Jacasmo sees players. Ken again traded, cleared. Fear will at least find Sen. Can Jacasmo activate? He can. So this fast play hasn't really worked out. Mazayan from the vent, and now Becker completely by himself.
Yeah, you know, if you run a boost every single round, they will be clearing it. But finally, FNATIC gets some success. Great work from Jacasmo, making sure he confirmed his kill, or that B-bomb site was going to get overrun. I don't think Becker's going to be ready for Fear. Not in the way he's holding this angle. Here it comes. This is recoverable. It's not out of the realm's possibility just yet. Especially if they can get this 4th. Worth noting that we heard from EAC after their win versus Hotu that they don't have an IGL. Allegedly.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Allegedly. Someone's calling shots.
It has to be Fessor.
Yeah.
Because he's sat in the middle.
Jambo. Right in the middle of 8. Flashed off, and another flash. He just hasn't had a chance to shoot.
Nixon's going to get the round win here.
He's got Jacasmo. That's for sure. And he turns around. You're absolutely spot on. Nixon just walking through. Okay, hold up a lineup. Amazay knows about Nixon. The question is Fessor. Answered by the flashbang from Highway. You can isolate these. Clean, as you like it, the 1-on-4. Just needs his final shot to land. Up against Fessor, a smoke dropped, and the reposition looks good, but he's spotted. Not quite on it. Flashbang over. Fessor shows himself, and again, a chance offered up, and a chance confirmed. A 1v4 to get the final round for FNATIC.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing from Mazay. And they line up for the first 2, but the angle adoption to isolate those frags is phenomenal. We got to watch this back. I really thought Nixon had done it here. And it's even this decision, but they actually walks away from Nixon to then get these 2 kills. Comes back and nails him. I got scared for a moment in that 1v1 when he's going up against Fessel, but that will be that 4th round. EAC now the favourites according to Stake. Pulse 35 is the code you need to use when you deposit $20 on Stake. Jambo? Oh! See ya, Fessel! You have to watch from the spectator screen in this pistol.
Flash for Amber, and he doesn't see anything. Yeah, coming his way. Nixon definitely gets that information, and that's the bomb also spotted Sunroom. And for FNATIC, they don't need to commit into this. They've shown a lot of face here. They've got a lot of time on the clock. Now, going to start to make moves back. So now you've seen 2 players on B. You know they're not going to quickly move.
Oh, smoke blocked. That's nice. The issue is that no one is here. Apart from Fear, who now knows the smoke is blocked too. And he's just going to run away. I like this decision. You don't actually have to commit in towards that fight fully. Becca, door open. Able to get the first. Will there be a trade? Oh, not currently. And no, there won't be. Becca, able to get a double. Sen, now spotted over towards Quad, but the rotates that they're already here. 3 on 3, Jacasmo and Amber now going blow for blow. It's Fear knocking it down just into these doolies. Up high goes Mazet, but down low strikes Fear. Important round for FNATIC to claim.
Now, one, it felt like they were set for success after Jambo gets that great entry. They keep the players rooted on B. It feels like they've done everything correctly. But Becca with a double as they try and get onto A. Throws a spanner into the works. The rotations come over. But it's Fear and Jacasmo both coming through with a double apiece that gets that pistol. No force buy from EAC, so FNATIC don't run the risk of getting reset.
We've seen 5 pistols on cash win a round, so maybe we hold our horses for a moment. It should be fine. That was a 1 in a million round you feel for Brute. Maybe 1 in 10 million because they did it again in the different half. But no. A-bomb site completely clear. That smoke didn't miss from FNATIC. They made a little wall so they can just skirt by. That's nice. Very cool. Look, this is our last best of 3, and I've already typed this to production observing, but I'm going to say it out loud because they do deserve appreciation. Firstly, in general, just for being behind the scenes, like they make our lives a million times easier. But secondly, whenever we've spoken about things, like, for example, that smoke wall, missed window smokes, they always put it on the screen. When we're speaking about players, production do their very best just to put the player on the screen so you know exactly who we're talking about.
Oh yeah? Can we test that out? Ready?
Yeah.
Sen.
He's dead. After the round. I'm not talking about after the round.
Sorry, he died. Ah, okay.
That's alright.
Yeah.
They're listening. But no, thank you. We do appreciate
Jambo died.
you. So this is FNATIC because they won. And then maybe we look at Sen in a sec. There you go. He's right there on the end. Thank you very much.
He's playing great. 14 and 8. They do lose 1 Galil in that round. They're still rocking 2 SMGs. Does that dictate their decisions into this round?
We could have given them a really weird curveball then and said B-Dog.
I don't want to throw you off on the screen.
No, that's valid. Limited util for EAC. It felt like it was going to be a faster play from FNATIC early, that they set a pathway in towards B, but they actually cancelled it. And the bomb was never really committing anyway. Fear was just grabbing more utility out of spawn. A smoke tunnel has been crafted outside B main for both of those smokes. In come the mollies that we're really used to seeing, one in the vent, now a smoking con. So FNATIC have got space, it's just about what they want to do with it.
Can scale mid. There's that highway smoke, means they can get up close to that, and this will be a split on towards the A bomb site. Doors opened, and you got this player in heaven, and you've got the AWP here. Almost lines up too. Nessen activating, gets his double. This is all looking very good. A lockout until Jambo gets his, but he'll just get hunted on down.
It's interesting the way that they approach this, to be honest with you, because what you've got is a lot of space being occupied in towards middle by FNATIC, and then they decide just to contact play out A main for some reason. Like, there's no flashbangs, there's no attention being drawn. There is somewhat by the A main players by going contact, but if you just flash the players off, look at how effective it was for EAC. They got so much mileage out of just pushing the players on site back. And that's frustrating for me, because it felt like FNATIC were in a really powerful position there. Well, Mosey is in this round. Becca dead.
Vessel might have a great opportunity here because that molly, he was able to find a bit of room behind it, but Mosey gets that kill as well. The push out, punished by Jacasmo. Wow. And as soon as they drop that first gun round, they immediately look to bite back. B-site completely in their hands. For Sen and Nixon, there isn't really a great deal they can do.
Tell you what, the consistency out of FNATIC has been very enjoyable to watch this map. They're all within just a couple of kills of each other. Like, Sen is playing a brilliant game, as you've described, Nixon too, but Amber's only on 4 kills. And with the scoreline being 9-7, with the way the money is for the CT side, in addition to that, you've really got to be careful. Because if FNATIC are just going to keep outputting this level of consistency, they could overtake you, and they very much could win this map. And it feels like currently they're always destined to win Ancient based on their win rate.
Terrorists win.
Пацаны, нет АВП, давай просто как ты самый попробуем.
Слушай, а может быть 2 сейвила и 4 сейвила.
There'll be a reinvestment here, but it won't be the prettiest. Nixon will be able to drop 1. Okay, so you end up with the FAMS. Util missing, sends very low on that. Could be worse. Now when Jumbo sees nothing, says, "Alright, I'll just take the space."
Speaking of, oh, Ken knows. He's so aware that this could be a possibility.
Especially when you've seen no aggressive signs in towards middle. Like, you're anticipating something on one of those extremities.
Oh, like that. Oh, and there's a second player too. Ken takes a little bit of damage.
Ooh.
And that shot out of fear is pristine. Ken will fall for his troubles. Jambo then wants to go around the A main smoke. Meanwhile, Mosey is on a little adventure of his own. I don't think you expect this if you're Fessor. Did he see him? Oh, too late. 1 bullet to his head, a break on the smoke. Nixon is cooked. And FNATIC are going to make this a 1-round game. Money? What money? It doesn't exist for the CTs.
Yeah, really nice round from FNATIC, and it just comes from the lack of presence. That's all the information they need. Nothing in middle at all. You've not seen any utility, you've not seen any presence in Z, you've not seen any presence highway. So you're just anticipating something on those extremities, where that's an AWP pushing up through B. Obviously, there's nothing coming that way. Chasmo is calming that. Or it's that push out through Squeaky. And Ken acknowledges that. Fear hits a disgusting tap. And sure, the nade comes through, but at that point, because you've lost 2 players on A, the rotates start to scramble. That's where Maze comes through with his lurk. It all comes together really nicely for FNATIC.
And look, Nixon, when you swap to his POV, it looks really weird. But I understand why he's done it, because if he gets into A main and that smoke doesn't get broken, he's going to be right behind them. So he's trying to make the play, but it looks a little bit silly because the nade broke open his play and then he was in the open. But you can understand why he's done it. Independent, it was massive screams. He's been learning the language too. Fair play for him to be retained, because he's been part of FNATIC for over a year now. He was a guy that was coaching not only Guild FE, but the Prodigies. Shout out to the Prodigies, because they were like an agency that was getting players and putting them together to play like EAC Open, and they were putting stock in players and building them up. One of the guys come out of that, Too High. I think TAC might play for the Prodigies as well. Could be wrong on that. But they were one of the first people to sort of give me an opportunity to cast too. So shout out the Prodigy.
It should be a tied game, unless Amber with this M4 can upset. But with Jambo holding this line, as our observers have shown, it feels very difficult for him to get much action. This will allow this stack towards A, although Vessel's not going to be part of that. So it is only the 3 pistols here. I feel like you can just brute force your way into this, especially with no real counter utility outside of a flashbang. How good are these shots going to be? Back up. Distracted by the door. Jambo now can get on the line. The molly pushes Becca back.
He's still got the time in here.
Nixon's been harassed by utility. And Sen gets cleared. It's all cleaned up. Nixon took 97 damage, and there's that final kill as well, so very clean.
Very clean indeed. It wasn't TAC, it was FNK I was thinking of. Similar players. Schwartz was also on that team, who now in game leads ends. Look at how happy they are. I say that because they're kind of having a heated discussion, even though they were just up against an eco and it was really clean. I think that's what we sort of got from Fear when we saw that little video as well. Like his desire, his determination to win, to set a routine for himself. 9 plays 9. There's only been 1 round so far on this CT side for EAC, which is a little bit concerning.
I mean, this is what, 8-2? Now it's 9-9.
Yes, correct. That's what I was saying as well, just about the individuals, like that they've all kept going as well for FNATIC. Becca has got an opportunity, maybe on this B main line. Nixon's got an opportunity on this boost if Vessel takes the contact. This setup's brilliant because they're actually all in the correct avenue.
They seems like aware of the possibility.
I'd say so, yes.
He's not going to drop on Molly, but I think he'll just hard clear it.
Oh, gun barrel.
Hello. Yeah, very easy. Very thorough on the clears.
Sen played here last round.
A lot of bodies here. This can still get a bit concerning. Sen ready to strike. Standing out next to the doorway. Everyone's here. And now the bomb's committed. Can quick trade. Here's Vessel in towards heaven. Amber walks into the scope. Casmo on this lurk. He's got 2 backs turned. Finds the first. And now you know Vessel. Timing's a problem. Can he beat out Jambo? That now gives him the chance, and now he just needs to avoid Jacasmo. Ring around the rosy, get out of touch, and Jacasmo misses the jump. Fessor takes the round through time.
He plays that so well, he recognises it too. He's like, wait, hang on, if I just kill the AWPer, I win. Expertly done from Fessor. Jacasmo had an opportunity just to lock in that round with 2 backs turned. Doesn't happen. EAC were always taking a timeout in that round. Regardless of the outcome, let's be honest, they didn't expect to win. And they walk away with one that they simply should not have been afforded. It was looking really good for FNATIC, but they took way too long. And let's be honest, Jacasmo should have got that double kill.
It is tough at the range, especially with the M4, right, rather than the AK. Yeah, dicey situation. You think with this opening kill, you're in a great position. Brilliant from Fessor. Like he was about to get up and start yelling, but Cable caught him.
Their money is still not great.
Money's not good.
No.
4 Famises. He obviously lost everybody that round, even though he won it.
Amber? Don't know about that one, mate. I understand you want to get into the game, but that is not the way to do it. You force a fight, and as a consequence, it's now a 5-on-4.
5-on-4 that comes a lot earlier than last time, and FNATIC are making the right read. Becca is completely alone here on the A-bomb site, and, well, so gives over a free fight. But now they'll just be in hot pursuit. Becca, can he get anything more from this? That would feel like he's maybe done enough to give his team a shot. The T-smoke is kind of weird here. Fear taps the bomb to plant kind of on red.
What?
They have to flush out this player. Okay, they do it. That's giving them the space, but look at this flank from Fessor.
And you got the boost up as well from Ken. This is weird. You actually got a double flank coming in. Fit is not going to be ready for this, so he's going to be dead. It's all about how many players Fessor can take. Ken looks back on the boost. Will now fall off it. Nixon is now the last player standing. Famas is only good enough for one. What a clear from Ken. He wins the round on the spot for FNATIC.
Was the door closed? I swear I heard the door open then, and maybe that's what turned things. And they went back and closed it.
Maybe.
Ken, huge bailout. Becca also eventually dealt with. Couldn't find that second. So the money, sure you win that one round off Fessor from time, but immediately you can see what happens if you don't follow through. FNATIC should be stepping into the lead here.
That was the politest trash talk of the day. That little award goes to Fear for his rendition of a angry greeting. Hello? Grrr. I'm quaking in my boots. And so too should EAC. Their money on thin ice. But FNATIC, they can get a little bit dicey, especially when you look at where the bomb is, you look at where the stack is. It should be fine, potentially. Didn't Mazay see anyone? Ken's got rid of Becca at least, but Amber's on the boost. But he's not been spotted. And it's fine.
They can just force their way in. It's a little scary for a second, but they do take their time a little bit. T's crossed, I's dotted. So 11 goes 10. This has been a resounding T side from FNATIC.
Yeah,
Guns
the only
back out.
the only time they've really lost FNATIC is to themselves, to be honest. But you're right, guns are here. Is there an AWP for Becca? There is. It does come at a cost of utility, same for Fessor and his M4. I would like to see them get active, and Becca will towards B main. Jacasmo could be caught. Nice nade.
Yeah, they're not going to overextend though. They just show a bit of presence. This is information for EAC. Maybe consider moving Amber. Some timing. EAC are thinking that, yeah, B mid might be more of a focus now after FNATIC have been so focused on A. Becca's just waiting for this jiggle, but I don't think it's going to be given to him. Because, in fact, we'll just throw a smoke down. Molly
Goes all
too.
the mollies, nice from Becca. Start on the edge of the smoke, able to get rid of Jacasmo, but down goes Fessor. Mazet will find him, and the counter utility actually very good in highway. And now there's going to be this swing. Mazet will get another. A 3-on-3, 35 seconds. Jambo best Nixon. You know that Becca was over here. And he's just going to try it and flood through it in towards CT. But you know why B main is so dangerous, because everyone just runs through. Look at all the util. Becca burning alive, but not to a crisp. A 3v2 with no purchase on this site, with no money in the back pocket. EAC have got to leave. And that's going to put FNATIC on 12 on EAC's choice.
Look dicey after Becca gets a great opener, but he's out on rotation, but he gets removed, and then it's straight on in. The scaling is fantastic. Just a constant assail of utility in towards CT. Becca's lucky to get away and have this AWP into the next round. I was worried about FNATIC, particularly when it was that 8-2 scoreline. They've really come back into this into a big way. 2 chances now to close.
Okay, they said something about a boost. I don't know who they're boosting. But Fear nodded. So I can only assume that's the play. An AWP in spawn. Jambo going for a very aggressive peek. Doesn't see checkers. Break on the smoke is only going to do damage. Look at Jacasmo go. And down he goes. Fessor will find the opener.
I thought they had a timing there. I guess because Jambo didn't see anyone on the cross. Thought maybe there wasn't going to be that line.
I think you're right. This is weird as well. Look at Nixon. He's just already ahead of his smoke. And they've got no idea. I mean, you might consider this, just considering how deep this smoke is, but Ken now has to also worry about main. That molly is so devious, because now you definitely don't think Nixon's here.
Can he capitalize on it? Oh, FNATIC should know all about this setup. It's a favourite of theirs.
It's their favourite, yeah.
That's going to throw utility, and they should know what's going on. Fessor and Amber, it's onto them too. They drop forward, and Nixon gets half cleared. Now you got to go in. Flashbang, a little shallow, and the high-low setup working wonders. Nixon can now come through middle. Jambo, not much he can do here. Nixon steps in, and it's a very nice round. We need every single. It's 11-12.
Let's be honest, this is refreshing, because we've just had stomps all day. So it's nice to actually get some competition here. This was a comeback effort by FNATIC. They're the ones that take the pause. They're the ones that got themselves up to map point first. Amber double AWP is spicy. We mute the mics so we don't hear the strats. But it's clear for FNATIC that they might want to go a little bit faster. But not too fast. Not like that previous round where Jacasmo thinks he's got a time in but doesn't. I think what's been probably the best compliment for FNATIC on this T side is their trading's been really good, and that this round felt a little bit all over the place.
Yeah, they really got caught off guard. The flashbang just going too shallow was a big killer too.
Yes.
Needed like a handful and maybe a foot more distance and it would have worked. That Molly somehow doesn't go out, but Zay still gets the space and now Nixon. Oh, he's okay. Oh, that's giving him a powerful position.
Has it? I think they're just going to go Ven. I think it's going to be a quick split through checkers. Yeah, the Molly's going to funnel them in. And yeah, they're right around the corner. Amber misses the shot with the AWP, and they now know the AWP is back site. They're just going to wait for the CT. Smoke the spray. Very good out of Fessel, but only able to find one. That's where Ken activates. Got to be careful about Heaven. Got to be careful about Nixon, who just drops in from checkers. Why is no one holding for Nixon? Awesome shot back. And now Sen can elevate. It's all up to Mazet. And Sen incredibly low. Becker looking to lead in the up-down approach. Mazet trying to isolate these kills. Becker now back on the angle. We need OT.
There's so many things overlooked there. No one's considering vents during all of that. You've gotten full site control and no one is looking at vent. That feels like a massive missed opportunity for FNATIC to close this. Just when they get to 12, they can't get it over the line. B has been difficult.
I'll tell you why they didn't look at the vent. Because of the Molly. Because they thought they cleared it. They thought they had more time. So that Molly actually is relevant missing. Straight out for Ken. He's so blind. But he still gets the kill. Sen dealt with. And yeah, you guys, your Molly is not good. Ken will get the trade.
Comes.
Yeah.
Now they're going to go back to B. But you can see they really want to put the pressure on him. He is completely alone here. And already they are beneath him. Fires off his shot, misses the chance. And they're just going to scale in. Immediate site control. Do you actually want to go for this with the two AWPs? I think maybe you start to back off. Lost bonus and OT money. Not that good.
Oh no, guys. Don't lose the AWPs. It's not worth it. It's too expensive. There goes one. Fessa dives down. Maybe you can just win the round, actually. 1v3. Adjusts onto Jambo. How about you just win the round, Fessel? How about you just hit the headshot and win the round? Swaps the pistol, jumps up. Vera is able to get it done in time. Ken lets out a war cry, but I tell you what, that was incredibly scary. Fessel, I really thought he was going to win it.
That was a 2-on-4. A 2-on-4 because Amber gets caught, and it's at this moment of the distraction. Fessel slides out, and oh, you really believed. If he's needed a little bit more damage, maybe. Yeah, nice try. Didn't like that. Didn't have you shaking a little bit.
Look at the money. Oh, Jambo gets Rebecca as well.
Okay, that was kind of crazy for Jambo to charge forward with the AWP there. Use everything here. There might be a wipeout. Great trades. Although Amber does step in, keeps into the 2-on-2, but A is completely open.
Do they know this? Well, it looks like it. They're just planting the bomb immediately. They've got utility on Amber, but they've also got the positioning from him. Fessor now starts to move. Thinks about actually coming through middle. Maybe this could work. Ken, Fear, lots of angles to consider. You now know that one's in a truck. And Ken just starts trying to adjust, but it'll be Fear that hits the headshot. It's Fessel again, thrown into the clutch, and Fear just wide swings him. This time there's no chance And this time, surely, there's no money for EAC.
That was a risky peek out from Ken. Gave them a chance. Fear is dragging them through this in these critical rounds. Vessel, it's going to be a real sting for him if this series ends up going the way of FNATIC. Back-to-back 1v1s. The ones that he was never favoured in. Had to battle forward for it. Yeah, look, 2 MP9s. M4 sure, where's your utility? Not present, and Fear just wants to charge in. Amber. Oh, holds on. How's that? What a step up. Uh-oh, timing, not so great there. Oh, okay. Bombs out on A. Bombs dropped on A.
Okay. That's what we call silly. That's what we call silly out of FNATIC. They had that round. All they needed to do was just execute a bomb site together. Instead, it's a half-hearted effort to take B. It's a rush as a response in panic to take A. Fear's smiling and laughing it off because that's what you need to do in a situation like this if you're an in-game leader. But that strategy just wasn't it, King. You've got to remember that every T-sided round is a premium here in overtime. These were 8-4 halves.
Getting 2 at least feels like the minimum you need, but yeah, we'll see. You're right, the CT sides were very tough here for both these teams.
However, the difference is that FNATIC, again, have got players that have warmed up. Like, Mizé was 1 and 9 at one stage. Now he's got 18 kills. Oh, hello.
Oh, how long does he wait? Just gonna let him walk. And now he's gonna strike. Yeah, he tells Ken there's a guy coming. Be ready for it. Sang with a great swing. Not done just yet, but Ken gets his and can't quite disengage. There's a PT-50 on the sniper that comes out. Are you ready for Mizé to now be sat here? Backside. Amber. Can't do it. 15 for FNATIC. He's proud of that one.
They did miss the initial dap up, but then the connection after was very clean. 8 out of 10 for Fear and Mizé on the dap. And 10 out of 10 on the round for FNATIC. I love that communication, as you say. Just lets him go. Plays trigger discipline, able to just get a double kill from that moment. Ken also able to adjust and grab the frag on A main. It was looking a little bit dicey. EAC were breaching into that bomb site, but just too many players. I love the little swing out of Mizé. That's what he did when he clutched up in the 1v4 on that CT side. Exactly the same movement, exactly the same result. 2 chances for FNATIC to close their opponent's map pick.
FNATIC have had 4 opportunities to close out cash. Well, this is their 3rd. They have up to 4. They need all 4. That's the question. Break for Jambo to peek and doesn't see anything. Just gonna fire up a shot and move away.
Here's the thing. If you see an AWP going for that play, 9 times out of 10, there's always a boost. So that's something to think about if you're EAC. Ken is now just hard committed to this site. I like the mollies in towards Checkers and Vent here. They're trying to gain space at EAC. And a lot of their rounds, they were ending B and having very good success on it.
A lot of responsibility on Jambo here. Dealing with this lurk. He's going to go searching. How good is his clear going to be? Fessol's high and... oh, Fessol drops. So for Jambo, it's perfect. The flash comes, but he's already got the kill. And now you've got this double set up backside. Chasmo, disgusting. Absolute filth. And a 5-on-3. He's not done. Not just satisfied with that kill. Wants some more. Looking for his timing on this push forward. And another quick headshot. So Mazay sitting backside. Sen gonna get flashed forward. Jambo hits the no scope, and surely you knew he was there. Back up, what can he do? Very little, not gonna be ready for Mazay. Time's not there, and it's the overwhelm, and it's FNATIC taking cash.
Yeah, look, they looked a tiny little bit rough around the edges there, FNATIC, to be honest with you. It took them a very long time to close that. 3 opportunities, as you say, but we've got to give them credit. They were down 8-4 at the half, and they're able to come back and make the T side look very easy. I think there was a lot of really nice calling coming out of Fear, and I was most impressed with the fact that everyone was so consistent. It really felt like a comprehensive team effort. It's unfortunate for EAC, but some players stepped up and others didn't.
Yeah, unfortunately there were some struggles there, right, for some of the individuals. That wasn't the case in that tail end from FNATIC. And that was an 8-2 comeback, right? Like, that is a really well-worked comeback, especially because they got to 12 first, right? Sure, they missed out on the opportunities to close it immediately, but they did get it done. And we've got Coach 2 on the sidelines to hear from them.
Yeah, I'm on the sideline here with a guy who had an amazing play in this game, a 1v4 to end off the half. It's a long time ago. It's an overtime and all that. But do you remember it? How did it feel?
Yeah, it was crazy actually. I didn't expect. You know, the biggest part played the information from my teammates, because I was expecting the second guy in like aiming, and my teammates told me that the last guy was on mid last time, and that's why I won the round.
So the power of your teammates.
Yeah, for sure. Like the team play. I think my team did really great.
And this is your first lane. Are you nervous? Are you handling the pressure?
No, I'm not nervous at all. Like I don't know. It's quite easy for me, to be honest.
Well, that's good to hear. Easy for you. You can go to your team, and we'll be back. We'll be on a break and ready for map 2 in a couple of minutes.
It was our first overtime of the day, but FNATIC were able to take EAC's choice of cash. Now we head to Ancient, a map that has been very recently favouring FNATIC quite a lot. They did lose to Medisport 13-2 the other day. However, Stake have still got the odds in their favour. If you want to sign up to Stake, quickly look above Lucy's head. You can use the code PULSE35 when you deposit a minimum of $20. All the terms and conditions are in the banner just below the stream. Click on it to learn some more info.
It's our first map of the day that even goes double digits, let alone overtime. Yeah, it's good to get some competition towards the end. FNATIC do close it out, which I think does make this very difficult for EAC. You mentioned, obviously, that one loss against Medisport being pretty brutal. Kind of surprising, considering the same day they had you know, a really nice win over Little Mix on the map. But they've been brilliant on it outside of these kind of blips. You know, 13-0'd Hotu in Challenger League, for instance. A pretty nice result there. For the side of EAC, we saw them play against Hotu, we saw them play against G2 Ares, lost both of those matchups. G2 Ares one was pretty close. Did beat X-Clan, but I don't really want to read too much into that result.
I wouldn't.
I think we just kind of look at the teams that they've been playing against. It does feel very difficult for them here.
It does, and that was also the Medisport game for FNATIC. That was with Fear getting 2 kills. Fear was highest rated player for FNATIC on cash, so I really do think that they're going to be absolutely fine now. I mean, the highest rated player was 1.33 for FNATIC. Sen played really well. Sen was 1.32, but the disparity between the green and the red ratings is vast. Very vast on EAC, and it's that stability, it's that consistency. That's what I was most impressed with FNATIC.
Yeah, I felt like the floor was really good, right? Like you mentioned Fear, we had the incredible clutch, the 1v4 from Mazay. That was absolutely unbelievable. That clutch doesn't come through. Like, this is that catch goes for EAC. That's worth noting as well, right? Like, that's how fine a margin it is. That a 1v4 makes all the difference. But it goes the way of him, goes the way of FNATIC, and now they're on the T side of their map pick, and a chance to book that spot into the semis. Remember, Liquid will be waiting for them tomorrow. Whoever wins this out.
That's a very hard game, isn't it? That's a really difficult game for either one of these teams. FNATIC's T side feels really good right now, as everyone is on A. And for the CTs, I'm looking at the mini-map, I'm staring. They're all at B.
He has to be a bomb plant, at the very least. Agility's great as well. Vessel gonna try his hand to take someone for free. Needs to be careful he doesn't lose his life either. So bomb goes down. There is this smoke hit, so EAC were taking the gamble, hoping it was the B hit. They do have the ability to retake this bomb site.
Oh!
And Vessel hits a great kill, but Fear's there on the trade. You don't want to give them the chances. They will take them. No one in donut at the moment. Nixon will start to clear that shortly. Smoke goes forward onto the bomb. So there's Chikazmo and Fear from up high. Maze's getting ready to knife. What if he needed?
No.
No, because Can's killed him. And Nixon still going to go for the defuse. The knife now comes out in. There we go. Patience is rewarded. He sat there for like 15 seconds and he gets his kill.
Yeah, the first one got stolen from him with a swift headshot through the smoke, but rewarded. A really nice round out of FNATIC. It gets a bit scary when they double swing Temple. It felt like they were doing it side by side for half of the time, and half of the time was an individual peak, but a very nice trade onto Jambo. Chikazmo then takes the contact by swinging out on the boost, and Maze's reposition. Beautiful. He's had a very good resurgence in this series. I'm really happy that Coach DP was able to have a little chat with him. It's not a Mag 7 on someone else. It is Nixon with the Mag 7 this time. Who had it last time that we were speaking about? Was it Fear?
Fear was Mag 7ing. Remember he got the kill?
Oh yeah, how could I forget?
And they avoided him, so that they avoided disaster as well.
Yes, and I do remember that.
There's a tricky little trap being set up here for Maze. Now going to avoid the Mag 7. I think there's Util going in over on B. Should draw that attention, and they might just come to Maze. In fact, he takes a step forward to them. Can't quite manage to. I feel like he's done enough there. Bomb just be planted. I like this. Like crank down and get it down.
They're not getting the kills. This is looking a little bit horrible. I mean, there's just so much damage, and the spam back out of Sen. Player advantage. You still got this player. Look at Nixon. Yes, he's got the shotgun, but he's going all the way around the world. Time starts to become a massive factor. Fear now spotted. USP out for Nixon. They don't know. They don't know because of the USP. This starts to get really weird. Ken will find a double on the MP7. Jambo round the corner. Timing not there. Sen looks back for 2 quick kills, but simply no more time in the round. Oh dear. That gets way too close for comfort.
Yeah, luckily they got that bomb down quick enough and where it was to delay long enough. That's a round that, sure, full spike comes through. That AK getting dropped by Maze ends up in Sen's hands. Spams out Chikazmo. It's really well played. So even though it looks good, there's almost 2 kills. The AK ends up in deadly hands in Sen. It looks so clean, these 2 kills. Shame he doesn't have the time. But he saves an AK, and yeah, they're going to force around it.
What a wild round. It's just... This series has been brilliant because it feels like we've had a build-up. We've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for craziness to happen. We've had it sort of in terms of one-sided results. Here, it's just bonkers. Anything can happen at any time. Nixon will get pelted by utility. Maze more than happy to try and take fights out middle. He'll gain the space with Ken. And Amber, who's already down low on B ramp.
Gonna fall back off that util being thrown over and yeah, not give up that early fight. Flashbang's fantastic. Great tap out of Fear. Keeps on going, does the headshot on the way out, but there is Ken to chime in.
Got
The rifles have been avoided, and yeah, you're just gonna hold on to them.
Yeah, get out of there. You do not need to put the AK and the M4 in jeopardy. And you know FNATIC aren't going to hunt this. Money has been really low for them in these past couple of rounds. This one's a lot cleaner. We both gushed about the flashbangs, and that's just because they were just extremely effective. So many times, I think at this event and over the last couple of weeks, I've just seen players swing that B ramp on the angle that Jambo's in just dry.
Who kept doing that? There was someone in the game we were watching and just kept walking into it. I think in Group A. Group A? Oh no, I think it was Hotu. I think it was KDO. Just kept walking up and dying to it every round.
Yes, it was KDO. Yeah. It was sad. So I'm glad that we actually had, oh hello, a good flashbang. Timeout now being called by EAC. They'll take 30 seconds to speak about what they want to do with these rifles. Bless Wegs. Oh, I think it's so funny that he didn't know he could talk in freeze time. But I like him because he was just always playing by the rules. He didn't want to, you know, be naughty. Respect.
We've also got some really good interviews out of him from Coach TP. The confidence in his EAC roster. How far they can take it here. I'm sure they were not too unhappy to see FNATIC. They want to play against every tier competition. We can do the FNATIC liquid run. Feeling very good. Get past FNATIC and Casmo just charges on up. Amber under pressure and... actually...
They're low!
Oh, he manages to get another. That was a full HP player. Bombing planted and Mia lucky to be alive.
Oh, the spam, no. Will be finished off by Becca. Jambo immediately deletes him afterwards. Ken, lovely angle. They've got to really anticipate that there's multiple players in towards Cave. Vessel's been heard down the ramp. Jambo's now feeling a little bit insecure about his position. He knows that Vessel's the other side of this smoke. Look at Jambo, he's just in the Matrix, dodging all of these bullets. And now he's going to go past Vessel. Surely Jambo has won the round here for FNATIC. And well, he desperately needs to now. Smoke about to fade. Tap in, but trade not there. Has Vessel got enough time? Has he got the kit? He does, but then he doesn't. They keep getting away with it.
I don't think the time was there, even if he had the kit immediately. I think Jambo done enough. It's not the cleanest, but he gets it done. Very dicey. Fantastic from Amber here. I cannot believe he hits this shot. Becca's flash comes over and... yeah, not quite the one tap. Yeah, I don't think there was time at that point. Very close call, though. Yeah, so you keep having the money to invest. You got the EWP now as well.
They're right there.
Things aren't going their way.
They just need one round. They just need one round and they break FNATIC. But obviously getting that one round is going to be tricky. A lot of players in towards mid. That nade felt destined for success. And now this gets weird. Because you can hear them dropping util. Ken will just find Becca. That's the A-bomb site completely unlocked. And Amber certainly gets a kill back. You've also got the Temple player here too. Nixon, what's his timing like? It's pretty good. He's silent, but Ken clears him. And again, it's another round in which Ken provides a necessary kill to certainly lock it in for FNATIC.
Absolutely saves him. That bomb was about to get dropped.
That would have been a triple kill.
He almost hit. Yeah, he was set up for success. Ken just comes back. Realizes there's nothing for him in Temple. Keep an eye. Sorry, not pouring the donut. Keep an eye on Temple. Amber gets an exit.
This is crazy from Jambo, by the way. Bro.
Hunting the steal, I suppose he has to save, but you don't want to give away your AWP because you really wanted this kill. Doesn't go to 10 further.
Пацаны, давай вот эту идею раскидка Анна.
There's a whole list of players that you could argue right player, wrong team. Ken is one of those in NIP. You also have, obviously, the fabled quotes of your time in NIP does not count, your time in Liquid does not count. Ken's time in NIP currently doesn't count.
It's gonna be an A hit.
Good call. Fear loves an 8-hit.
You see, you get a lot of information though. They've cleared all through middle. They don't have ramp because of that smoke. But they are gonna have bodies relatively close. Becca misses his chance, but Fessa takes out Ken. Now Nixon comes through as well. The spam is great. Bomb does not go down. So the A hit not looking like it's gonna find success.
Oh, that will.
How did Becca get away? Fessa also got caught.
Can you leave?
Yeah. You can, but do you? Oh! What? Mercedes got 2.
Okay. You don't know about the donut player. You don't know about Fear. Jacasmo's just waiting. Nixon. Oh no. He's going to get backstabbed. Jacasmo's now been spotted and all dealt with. Fear. They don't know exactly where he is. Has to hit this headshot. Has to clutch up yet again for FNATIC. Oh, and he can't do it. Amber, who was a bystander on Cash, stands tall again for an important kill on Ancient, giving EAC a round.
Mazay does so much good work there. Jacasmo just didn't need to fight. He kind of sold them there. That's a real shame. Obviously, it's a very high pressure moment, and he thinks he can catch his player on default, but that ends up costing them a round because then Fear's backstab is too late. Imagine if Fear gets this kill and Jacasmo's still alive. Amber is under so much pressure. Yeah, Fear didn't like that one. Felt like he had that timing. Could have won the round. There is a AWP and 2 AKs, but it's Tech 9s on the outskirts.
Oh yeah, brilliant flashbang. Oh, no catch for Amber. He's just got to get out of there. Deep smokes. I like the scaling. Out of FNATIC. They've got all of the lane. This is really lovely. You've got short, you've got long. And now you need Jambo to step up.
Fear's just gonna drop all this block utility. God, this is killer.
Oh.
Jacasmo, this is a crazy
He's
lurk.
only got a Tech 9.
And he's been spotted. Oh!
Okay.
Jeez, only a Tech 9?
Not
too bad. Jambo gets one through the smoke. And then the swing out from K, and Sen can't do a thing. And FNATIC will take one back.
If you watch that from Ken's POV, it's like he is the lead choreographer in his own music video. Because he just does a little pirouette in towards B ramp. He just doesn't care about what's going on. Just a little swing, a little 360. Oh, just grab a kill on the way out. All these bullets just flying past him. Not a care in the world. Ridiculous round coming out of FNATIC. All of that deep space being taken by the Tech 9s. More than enough. It was really well played. And a really good call out of Fear.
Yeah, I think part of what sets that up is the mid kill, right? So Mazay goes down here, but it's confirmation that 2 players swung you and there was a flashbang over, and I think that's what then just causes straight up ramp play. Look, they were setting for a pop on B, but that was just a confirmation. We're taking long here. We've got this space. Let's abuse it. Let's go. And they let one slip, but immediately answer back.
Oh, that nade is just about missing Fear, but the spam isn't. He was so blind. Jacasmo now looking for an opportunity. That flashbang is brilliant, and Jacasmo's adjustment even better. He finds the double on Fessel. Ken has just walked up B in the meanwhile. He's still being the main character. A double kill for Ken. Becker tries to step in with the FAMAS. Ken will at least spot him. Jambo gets the bomb down. Not quite the kill. You are giving him these chances, but it is a 1v4 ultimately. And Jambo will find his mark. FNATIC are running riot on this T side of Ancient.
Brilliant. Jacasmo, that was just gorgeous to watch. Flashbang was brilliant from Jambo. And that second kill close to box is a tough one. Makes it look pretty clean.
Flashbangs
again, and oh, the CTs wanted to push out, try and crunch with Amber, but Flashbangs really slowed them down.
That's a really cool flash. It bounced off the rock and landed in the entrance of cave. I've never seen that before. Or if I have, I've just not been aware of it. That was really awesome. FNATIC, Group B. B has just been the source of success. So why would you reinvent the wheel if you fear? Jacasmo holding. It all falls very quiet. They're going to group up and they're going to move together. There are a lot of players here for EAC. And Sen will get a double alongside Nixon. Trades are in, 3-on-3, and look at the flank out of Amber. Jambo's dead.
Will it matter?
No, he's not.
5-7 on the progression, and the go back on the cleared. Yeah, Jambo considers it. They've been backstabbed too many times before. Any flash? No, Becca's just got to go on contact. The smoke will fade. Jambo's just ready for the swing, and he got Ken up close. Missed opportunity.
Look at him.
Falls off, and oh, Fess is out of there.
Another boost. Oh, Jambo.
Дима, Игоревич, очень жестко нахуй. Дима, красавчик.
I would say, and I'm biased on this because I am a Jambo enjoyer, but I think in Tier 2, Jambo is the best AWP on Ancient.
Okay. I think that's relatively fair.
And that's a hard role to do, especially on Ancient. But I think he is immaculate. So good. 8-1. Becker's got his AWP, but utility yet again limited here. Jambo cleared. And Becker will also get a kill. But Fear walks through the smoke and punishes Sen. So immediately you're put back into a 3-on-3. Up the ramp go FNATIC. And they get rolled back down the hill by Amber for at least one frag. And now Fear is hoping for another opportunity. Still in towards this B bomb site.
Becca can undo this though.
Can he?
Oh. Well, now this reposition towards mid. FNATIC are just going to walk up. Now, you know both players are here. Obviously, Fear gets that kill. You saw Ken at ramp, so...
Timing's good.
They're going to... No, they've got this time to push up, but Fear is going to be aware of it. He's just making sure that bomb goes down, and he'll come back. Ramp. Again, Kit just not present here. And spotted, but Ken can't get the kill. It's on to Fear. Normally so good in these closes. Both these players half HP. It's a tap on the bomb. But not the commit, and Fear, he doesn't believe it is the commit. Now it will be, gets that first kill. Bond's being stuck right in front of him. He needs to stop this. He doesn't know it. It's the full commit. The knife comes out, and Fear secures it.
As if he wins that round by another knife in the smoke. And now they're calling them bots. Big kill out of Fear. Just as that smoke goes up at Log, he's able to get rid of the player that is then looking back at ramp. They think he's gone all the way around the world, and then he just jumps into the smoke, pulls out his knife, and it's two perfect clicks that he doesn't miss a slice. And FNATIC are taking the whole pie. Another timeout being called by EAC, but this is 9 rounds to the good. And similarly to what we had on Cash, it was a dominant showing from one team, and now EAC are the ones that have to try and come back and bounce back into this.
10-second stick. This was so close. I feel like he'd been sticking that forever. I thought Fear just assumed that he wasn't on it anymore.
Nearly 10 seconds, Lucy.
Yeah, it was... yeah. 10 seconds. Sometimes can feel like a short time, sometimes long. Depends on the context.
Hell yeah. FNATIC now hoping to make it double digits on this T side. Spam out of Amber, not connecting because no one's hit. It's the first time that FNATIC have had 0 players in this heaven choke point. Ken instead going to have a look at A main. Vessel boosted. And a double setup in towards Cave again is just going to be empty. They've done so much conditioning over towards Cave that now they hit A or Donut. This feels like a good opportunity. Late mid, we've not seen this out of FNATIC.
Oh, Anbar missed his timing maybe? Or well, now you get 100% confirmation. 2 players in middle. Okay, it'll rattle off shots.
They are really going B, aren't they? They're just dropping all this util to then go into B.
This all's getting caught. Amber just pushes out. He was ahead of the molly. They had no idea.
And now you can rotate, and you got this MP9. Sen, I don't think... Oh, I was going to say will be cleared. Mazay will do his due diligence. Amber then tries to step in with the FAMAS. Kills are going back and forth, but Amber's winning out his. A triple on this FAMAS. Fear and Mazay trying to clutch up. Mazay needs to win his fight out, but he's not looking. So it falls against the in-game leader. FAMAS dealt with, but then the double swing good enough for EAC. The maximum amount of rounds they can win in this first half is 3, but at least they got the second.
At least they got the second. Can they get a third? It inspires some belief, but when the T side has been this good, feels like the writing's on the wall. Cash really felt like a necessity. Such fine margins that FNATIC take that map. There are a lot of grills here. The money has been weakened a bit. It's going to be a direct play up B. They're putting the pressure on. Sen, MP9 in hand. What can he manage? First kill and just some damage. They get in. Player in cave to be considered. Amber. Molly actually doesn't quite force him back. Becca gets one too. There's Amber. Amazay.
Hello.
Hello. Unlucky. They walk past each other. Don't think it would have mattered. A very unlikely round and one that EAC will be happy to grab.
They do get it, so they do get 3, but this feels, again, like a lot of matches we've seen today in these quarterfinals. Very one-sided, very difficult to build back in, especially when you're on the T side of Ancient, where FNATIC do the bulk of their round winning on the defense. It feels like it's beyond all reasonable doubt now, as you say. Cash and necessity not there. Even if they have this ridiculous comeback and you put it into Inferno, you're then going into a map that FNATIC have not lost at all. So yeah, not surprised that Stake believe that FNATIC are going to comprehensively wipe the floor with EAC in this second map of our last quarterfinal at Stake Pulse B.
Jan, he's gonna drop the smoke. He does. Decently timed. The flashbang. Oh, still gets a kill. Amber. That kill has every single icon you could hope for. Bomb can go down. 4 on 4. Amber will get it on. And there's not a kit. There's util, but no kit.
So Smoke's going for Donut. You got to get by Nixon. Flashbang won't do it. And Nixon and Amber able to get the frags. This starts to get very tricky. That's a wild jump from Becca, and Nixon just steps into the line. It is all up to Big Jambo, and he can't get by Amber. Great pistol out of EAC.
despite Kern getting a nice first kill. That's always a tricky retake. And a necessary start to this for EAC. 9-1 becomes 9-4, and depending on what FNATIC opt to do here, yeah, it should be 9-5.
Yeah, you don't need to force the issue. Just let it go, 9-5, then you can buy. It makes sense, especially because how comfortable they are just in gun rounds on Ancient. Jambo will get a dink, but this should just be a kill, and this has got to be karmic retribution for EAC. They get to run out B and just spray FNATIC down. That's exactly what FNATIC were doing to them all half long. Jacasmo, you cheeky boy, but only able to get a single frag.
Okay, fight's not over yet. I'm glad we're getting this out of Amber in particular after a pretty rough showing, right? On Cash, we're getting that bounce back. Yeah, Fessa online. We have a contest. In this gun round, we have a contest. Because AWP might be ready for that thanks to all those SMG kills. Gets boosted up early.
Look at A main.
Yeah, FNATIC could push pretty deep.
Amber's somewhat watching it though. Vessel's going on a little push of his own. Especially with how deep this elbow smoke is for FNATIC. But you've got Jambo waiting for Fessel. This is weird. You've got Becca waiting for Jacasmo. You also had Amber holding A main, but he isn't there anymore. And that molly isn't very effective. Fessel's going to go for a walking donut now. Jacasmo's going to come over. So many moving pieces, and the one we didn't even speak about is that Nixon will find Fear.
Yeah, just wondering what's going on, right? Hearing this mid presence,
Really?
That's critical for Jacasmo. Becca just walks up, and the AWP gets taken out. Jambo loudly runs away. But it's fine. If they call off to go towards A,
Ken's
I mean,
got the
look at
bomb.
T-spawn. So Ken's timing on this push is outrageously good. Oh, can he drop the bomb? He can. Just needs to find the time and line up the shot, and there it is. The entire round thrown into disarray. Vessel's getting his own frags. But Ken gets one back. Amber, great swivel. Jambo into the 1-on-2. He needs to get this bomb. Jambo, can he drop him and then get away? 20 seconds, has to fight, has to stand, and he will deliver.
Ina knows that Fessel was over there, because not only did Fessel get the kill from Donut, he then starts shooting his gun. He pushes Jambo forward, he pushes Jambo into this fight. And the one thing that EAC always had in their back pocket, or the one thing they always tried to go for on these B retakes, was a flank. And it always got punished by FNATIC. And the first time that FNATIC bring it out in their defense, it is the round-winning play. Timeout called. I think this is essential. This is the first round you've won on this CT side, and it was messy. It required a Jambo clutch. You need to get bedded in to this CT side. You cannot make mistakes. There's no point. Just get it done. Get it closed. Do not allow EAC belief.
Oh, yeah. You know how critical that first gun round is in building up into this. Cosmo's in the auto shotgun. Oh, for Jambo. That's a gift found on Rap. I'm just gonna get playing on B. Every single T player is here. Is Fear gonna push through? I don't really want to give up that fight early. He's just gonna sit, see if someone walks his way. Now this commit starts to come. It is only one player on site. Fear. Surely. Done for. Yeah. Turnaround comes. Bazay gets caught and... excuse me, Jacasmo. Ain't no way he gets that frag.
He's going to probably
They're
get
going back
another.
to A.
I like it, but you are going into the Jambo AWP. Jacasmo will fall. Jambo now steps in at Temple. They line up and he hits a collat. And just like that, EAC, they try and redirect themselves away from the auto shotgun, away from the MP9. But Jambo's now not going to be ready for Nixon, and it doesn't matter. He still hits it. He hits everything. He's the best AWPer in Tier 2 on Ancient, and FNATIC have got 11 rounds.
That was almost a triple collateral. 2.5 kills to 1 shot, and then he breaks the smoke, doesn't see, and he still gets that final kill. Absurdity from Jambo. He has bailed them out in back-to-back rounds.
Oh, it nearly
And put
was.
one AWP-sized bullet nail in the coffin.
And now you've got nothing. Surprised the auto shotgun didn't come out again. Maze's got all of mid. He's going to walk in right behind them. And surely Fessel heard this. Yeah, they did, but he still can't stop him. They will get a kill. Jacasmo killed Fear. What?
Alright. They want to fight long too. Flashbang. Comes over. Kind of one over the top. Oh, doesn't quite work out, and now the smoke lands, and oof, dink, but no way in. You just gotta leave here. What? Last second, go for it.
No.
Jambo gets the kill.
They will.
They're starting to scale forward. Oh, look at that shot. The knife comes out. Nixon walks through. And they will take it.
Have they got it?
That's got to be 12.
There's no way. Why is that the round they don't get really loud, by the way? There's like a 7-second retake where all the kills come in. They even get another knife kill, for goodness sake. They are having fun with it. Now FNATIC, EAC, their backs are well and truly up against the wall. Did ever so well to make it through the group stage, but their time here at State Pulse B is running out. They need to win 7 rounds in a row, and half of them don't even have a primary weapon.
Speedy from Miss A. Can't get ahead of the molly though. He's raring for a fight. And he will get it. Flash comes back over and he wants some more. Has Fear by his side. And now they push down. They're not paying attention. But the kills come back.
There's another one.
Are you ready for a third player? Fessel surely catches his timing. Doesn't walk through. Oh, Ken. He's in trouble. Or maybe he just is the trouble. Fessel. Now the smoke fades and, well, Ken is holding for it. Sen goes down and FNATIC. A triumph on Ancient. A test on Cash. And a semi-final booked with Liquid.
Really impressive out of FNATIC, really. Look, this is their 8th best of 3 they have won in a row since changing to this roster to go back to full Ukrainian, and that's where Fear applied his trades. That's where Passion UA shot up the rankings and made the majors. He's still got Jambo, he's still got Jacasmo, but Ken is fitting in at like a glove. Maze, clutch factor off the chart. He's got in his X-Bio star rifler for FNATIC, and it certainly shows up when he needs to. He was playing in ESEA main a year ago and is now playing for FNATIC in a semi-final at Stake Pulse Beat Episode 1. Well played to FNATIC. A shame for EAC, but the fact they went overtime on Cash, I think, is a real testament to how well they've been doing. They beat Hotu in the group stage. This future looks bright. All they need, maybe, is someone to become an in-game leader.
Yeah, someone at least say they're going to be the IGL, but I've been so impressed by EAC. They definitely could have got this to a third map. It really felt like they deserved it with the way that Cash was playing. Great comeback, of course, from FNATIC to make sure that goes their way, but yeah, real shame for EAC. We say goodbye to them, and we say hello to Coach DP on the sides.
Yes, hello to you too. I'm here with Independent, the coach of FNATIC, from a game that was pretty convincing from you guys. This Ancient, at least, very smooth sailing. How are you feeling about this win?
Very good. We made it to the final day of the tournament. That's always good news, right? They pressured us heavily on cash though, and I'm very happy we just made a comeback. Boys were resilient. On Ancient, yeah, sure, we just made some adjustments from yesterday because it was not a smooth sailing compared to today. But yeah, I'm just very happy that we made it through today.
And can I ask you, because they are speaking Ukrainian while they're playing, or Russian together, do you understand them? Are you communicating with them in English, or are you also speaking their language?
I mean, I understand them perfectly. I just communicate them like mixed English and mixed with their language, basically, because I haven't spoken the language for like 15 years, honestly. So it takes a little bit of time for me to get back to it, but I understand the comms. We made a theory in their language as well, so it's been going so far so good.
Well, that's good to hear. And the new guys coming in, since they came in, Kern and Masai, you've been playing really well. You had some very good wins online, but now you came to LAN and proved it as well. Does it feel good to bring also Masai to his first LAN, playing this well, just getting some reps in with the team in a LAN like this?
Yeah, for sure. I'm very happy, and considering it's our debut with Masai and it's his first proper LAN, I'm very surprised how he's handling things, how confident he plays, especially on cash today when we were losing, I think, 7-9 or something, and he just single-handedly took mid for us and was very happy to see that from him. And Artyom Karnet is bringing a lot of energy and helping boys get a rhythm in very high games. And sure, it's just very beginning for this because it's a lot of role changes, guys going back to Ukrainian language, right, compared to last season. So it's a lot of changes, all things considered, but I'm very pleased with the start of the season.
And just one last question, because I know tomorrow you're going to be facing Liquid. Sure, they're the favorite, but you don't seem like guys who go in like, we just see what happens. If we don't win, it doesn't matter. Like, you're going in to win, right? Even though you are maybe not the favorites, you get a lot of confidence from this and probably believe that you can beat Liquid tomorrow.
We don't really care who we face, whether it's Liquid or EAC. We're just happy to make it to the next game. We take it step by step, game by game. We never look at the bracket, really. Sure, I'm happy that we face a good team, really. It's a good challenge for us. We need to prepare accordingly. I haven't checked them yet that much with the new roster, but yeah, I don't really mind. Like, we just focus on ourselves. We focus how we progress daily. We focus on the process, and it sounds very primitive, right? But that's how we operate. That's how we operate, because the season is long and you need to take it day by day, day by day.
Well, I respect that. Trust the process and trust the planning. That's going to be it from the floor, and I'll let you get some sleep, and we'll be back with the casters.
Thank you very much. What a great interview that is. And I tell you what, isn't it nice to see Ken so